Well, that means nothing we said ever got recorded.
What? Starting over.
Sorry about that, guys. We didn't set up the proper screen here. So welcome, we're Gutsy Goblin. We are going to play some Dungeons & Dragons and hopefully entertain you. Audio is provided by Sword Coast Soundscapes and these with permission. And the artwork was provided by Tiffany Tate. She has her links in the description and in the chat. When we last left off, the group had a nice trek out of Heron's Landing and started making their way through the boreal tundra that is Elryland on their way towards Harlheim. Coming across a broken carriage, they picked up some unusual items, and one night in the camp, they ended up fighting up some ice methods, and due to some very lucky rolls on part of the group, they made very quick work of that encounter.
That was pretty good.
That was annoying. The second night out in the wilderness ended with them having a collaborative dream where they were attacked by a creature who introduced herself to them as Mother Mayberry. They awoke the next morning to find a heavy snowfall, and they are still 2 days out of Harlheim. Alright, so heavy snowfall happening. You can hear in the distance running water, and that's where we're going to start.
Oh, looks like the weather's come in.
Oh boy. You know, I'm a little bit ticked off about that whole hag dream thing, because I thought I was the only hag around here. Turns out I was wrong.
Well, you're the only hag we like.
Oh, you're so nice to me.
At this point,
Have some pine cones.
Lair comes up to you, and she's kind of stretching and getting herself ready for the morning. She's, what hag?
Me. We were talking about me.
Oh, we all had the same dream.
Interesting.
Did you not dream about a hag and a giant and a mysterious cabin and a bunch of death?
Well, I definitely heard like a lot of noise last night.
It's just us like writhing in our terrible dream.
I wouldn't say that there was, a giant around. I'm gonna go talk to the horses.
Okay, that's probably for the best. They were in the dream too, they might know.
Yeah, one of them got eaten.
Do horses dream?
Very interesting question that I don't know the answer.
Let's find out, man. Tell us if the horses dream.
Roll for dreams.
So Lair heads on up to the cart and starts talking over to the horses, and Ilaria just kind of like pokes her head out of the cart and goes, "Why is it so cold here? Why would anyone want to live here?"
We have to live somewhere. Everyone has to live somewhere.
Also, nobody bothers you when you're this cold. Here, have a sweater. And I give her a blanket. And I wrap it around her head.
And she like ducks back into the cart and like closes the door, and you hear through the muffled, "I'll be here with Norman."
Oh yeah, I forgot Norman was here.
You can keep each other warm in there.
Ooh. Norman.
Norman.
I don't get what you mean.
Just hang tight.
It's okay, I'll tell you when you're older.
Oh no.
Great. The Dragonborn is going to tell the bard all about the birds and the bees.
I don't want to be there for that story.
All right. You guys break down camp, and Uvdu, you know that the quickest way to Harlheim from here is due east.
All right.
You can hear the rushing water of the Botel River, and you know to just follow it upstream until you hit the town.
All right, everyone. We're going to head to that river, and we're going to follow it. And then that'll take us right into town. It's the quickest way.
That sounds good. We should forge ahead as best we can.
We should. Hopefully we don't have to spend another night out here.
At that point, I'm feeling a little hungry, and I want to try just like one of the pine cones without the soup. Because I'm curious now.
Okay, so
Like, if it's so good in the soup, I mean, maybe it's good. Like, chicken soup is good, and chicken is good. So, pine cone soup and pine cones, right?
all right,
Makes
so
sense to me.
Dracus goes and grabs a pine cone and just there's this really sickening, weird crackling crunch. It's just like, and he's got like half of a pine cone left in his hand, and there's just like this crunch as he's chewing
Roll
with
for
his.
flavor.
Yeah.
Well, no. I need you to roll a Constitution saving throw.
Now, can I kind of work up like a little bit of acid, like, just to kind of dissolve it a little bit in my mouth at this point? It's a little hard.
You can, but I'm still going to need you to make a saving throw.
Okay. Constitution, eh?
Yep. First roll of the night.
Natural 20.
Oh my god.
Yeah! Dracus loves eating raw pine cones!
Even better.
No, he definitely does not love eating them.
But he can eat them without
So
hurting his mouth.
basically, what ends up happening, Dracus, is you work up a little bit of your acid sweat, and it happens to neutralize the druggy aspect of the pine cones that are in these trees.
Like the thing that I like the most about it?
No. So, it's basically the sap in the trees and the trees themselves produce a psychedelic effect. When it's boiled with whatever Ubdu uses, that kind of neutralizes it.
Oh.
And so you might have just been tripping balls the entire rest of the trip had you failed that saving throw, is what it's getting at.
Okay.
So it's crunchy. You may or may not enjoy it, but the acid effect of it has definitely neutralized the psychedelics of it. You have this like weird feeling in the back of your throat, like things are starting to get a little constricted, but not enough to actually do any damage. So
I think I'll wait for the soup to
You know what I
It's a
find
fun
very,
experiment.
very interesting after what Ilaria said about who wants to live here? If the trees are poison and you can't eat the pine cones, who does want to live up here? I mean, really? It's okay. I'll boil you some pine cones later. Hey kid, you want a pine cone?
Do I?
I'll boil some soup later. You can have it. I don't want you to get poisoned.
you don't know that.
Why would I not know that? Why else wouldn't I boil the pine cones?
I guess you would know that. Yeah, Ubdu would know that.
I'm not smart, but I'm wise.
You just copied what all the other people did around here.
Whatever.
All right, so Blair gets the cart set up, gets the horses attached. Norman and Alaria are inside. I'm gonna guess that Dracus is driving still.
Yes.
All right, who's driving?
Dracus drives.
I'll go in the cart so that I can keep an eye on Ilaria.
All right.
I'll co-pilot.
Awesome. The snow is really coming down. It's thick, fluffy, kind of like it actually is outside right now. So visibility is going to be pretty hard, but because there's two of you, there's going to be no disadvantage on the roll. So it's one straight roll. You guys can decide who's doing the perception check.
I think I'll leave the perception check up to Lone.
Let's get on Dracus's back leg.
Here, get up on my shoulders. Take a look at it.
14.
All right. You can definitely hear the river not too far to the north of you, and you're kind of able to point Dracus in the right direction. And would you guys just like to follow the river or make your own path?
I would prefer to follow the river so that we don't screw up. But that's just me.
You're also in the cart. I was more asking Dracus and
Yeah.
I remember Udu saying that the quickest path is near the river,
Okay.
so that is the way that I'm going to go.
Okay. The morning goes by without incident. You guys are making pretty good time. Just keeping not too close to the river, but close enough that you can see it in all its bends and turns. And about 2 o'clock in the afternoon rolls around. You can hear muffled shouting.
It's a surprise. It's from the cart. Just kidding.
Never used to that.
What direction is it coming from?
Not far from you, actually. Just a little to the south.
Is there like some sort of opening or window or something I can look in to the cart from the driver's seat?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm gonna knock and look in there and say, "Hey, sounds like there's a commotion going on
Again.
over to the south, but the weather is really bad. I don't know if we should split up."
I don't know. I mean, how close do you think it is? This commotion.
How close do I think it is?
Pretty close. Like you can hear it over the rushing water, and you can kind of see shapes just south of you guys.
Like 100 feet or something.
Oh, I don't know. Don't look at me. You're the hero.
Okay. How does the path look over to that area?
It's, by judging what you can see in the horses, it's going to be about knee height. Like the snow is pretty deep.
What about the path we're on? How
There's no actual pathways here.
So everywhere the snow is
Yeah.
whatever direction. Does it look like a clear way? Can we get there with the cart?
Yep.
Okay. I'm going to steer us over there.
Whatever you want.
I'm gonna ready an action if somebody attacks us, and I'm gonna shoot at them.
Sounds good. All right, so you guys make your way towards the sound, and as you get closer and closer, you can see one figure running towards you, being trailed by about 4 more. The first figure running towards you is wearing blue and bronze, and the other ones are much more mismatched armor, worn armor. They seem to be kind of like thugs.
Blue and bronze. That's
Oh no, thugs.
Can I roll history for blue and bronze uniform?
Sure. You remember that to be like the armor pattern of the Elder Island Guard.
How far away are they?
About 60 feet.
Are they pretty close to him?
Are they close to him?
Yeah, does it look like they're going to catch him?
Roll perception. Yeah, roll perception check. Disadvantage.
That was cocked.
Yes, it was.
perception.
Yeah.
15.
15. What you can see is that one of the thugs has his Elder Island Guard shield, and one of the other thugs has his mace. So it does not look good for him in the least.
Okay, I'm gonna. I am going to jump off the cart and dash towards them.
Okay, that's where we're going to roll initiative.
Just them or me? Because I'm in the.
You can roll initiative, but you're not there yet.
Okay.
What'd you get?
14.
Good job. I got 17.
17.
Ironically, I got 19.
Okay. We'll do it 19. 17.
Yeah.
And then 14 Dragus.
Yeah.
Okay. Hoopdu, you're up first.
I'm gonna feel the ka-chunk of the cart as Dracus jumps off and be like, "What's going on here?" And I'm gonna look out the cart window and see him gone and be like, "Oh, we're gonna be a hero."
Okay.
So I'm going to use my movement to get out of the cart
Yep.
and
And actually to the edge of the map.
yeah,
That'll be as far as you get.
yeah, that's all I'm really gonna do at this point.
Okay. Okay, so Thug 1 and Thug 3. Alright. Thug 1 is right there, and he's gonna hit the guy with his own. Nope, he's not. That's a natural 1.
He's gonna hit himself.
Killing himself with his own blade.
So Thug 1 is going to swing wildly with reckless abandon, but not being used to the mace, he is not going to make contact. Thug 2, however, is going to get up close and try to cut him off. That's a roll advantage. That is definitely going to hit. Oh, max damage. All right. That guard takes 11 points of damage. And that's a really solid connecting hit. Lone, you're up.
Yes, my bonus action, I'm going to try to hide behind a tree.
Okay.
I got a 10,
Okay.
and then I'm going to try to hit this guy.
The blue one?
Yeah.
Okay. You have advantage in the attack because he rolled a 2.
Whoa, baby.
They're not perceptive.
He's a little too occupied.
12.
12 to hit.
Yeah.
Just misses, unfortunately. So arrow goes flying by. They probably still have no idea where you are because it's pretty heavily obscured.
You're so sneaky.
Thug 2. Thug 2 is going to come forward here and make an attack on him. It's another 19.
Oh, this guy is not a lucky guy.
He is not.
Lucky for him, I'm here.
Yeah, lucky.
Okay, so he's going to take another hit, and he's looking pretty bad right now. Okay, and then Dracus, you're up.
Where am I?
You're at the pretty well edge of the map.
Maybe like up in the tree.
This one.
Ouch!
Ooh. Curse you, box of minis.
Just drop that right on my toe.
Ow.
Well, let's see. I am. I'm gonna just, I suppose, dash over.
Okay.
Actually, no. 30 puts me right here.
Yeah.
I'm
You've
gonna.
gone.
Yeah. I'm gonna barf all over this guy.
All right. He has to make a Constitution saving throw.
Yeah, 13.
That's a natural 16, so that will succeed.
Abigail wants to know if you hurt yourself.
Thank you, Abigail. I'll be fine.
It's a 5.
So it's going to round down to 2. Okay.
God. Must have.
Must be the pine cone.
Yeah, that pine cone, it just kind of like dribbled out, not as well as I would have hoped.
Acidity chunks. Okay.
That's why you gotta boil it first.
After Dracus comes Thug 4. Thug 4 is going to see Dracus run in, and he is going to make a ranged attack. You have an AC of 19, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not going to hit.
Ha! Your puny ranged attack will not pierce my mighty armor.
So basically what happens is
Brigand!
you get to your position and you retch forward just enough that the arrow goes right behind your head as you vomit all over his friend. The guard is going to see you, look to the other guys around him. He's going to disengage, and he's going to 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30,
Tell him.
and then see Lone and, oh.
I'm helping.
And top of the round goes to Uvdu.
Okay, so that guy, does he look very obviously injured?
The guard?
Yeah.
Very much so.
Okay, so I'm gonna walk over there. And then me, as a weird scraggly orc, I'm gonna look at him after he looks at my tiefling friend and go, "Don't worry, I can help you." And then I'm going
We're
to.
so helpful.
I know. And then I'm gonna grab both of his shoulders and cast Cure Wounds on him.
All right,
The most
roll
aggressive healing that I can do.
it. Roll your d8. So this poor man is scared out of his tree. Uvdu walks up to him and just grabs him by the shoulders with her big meaty paws and just...
He gets 10 points of health back.
He gets 10 points of health back. Good to know.
Don't worry!
Now,
if you'll excuse me, I'm going to go kill all those men over there.
you still
use your whole
have
movement.
20 feet of movement, I think?
Okay, then that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to be like, I'm going to go kill those men. Hold on. And I'm going to help Dracus.
Go back 2 spaces. You used 20 feet to get there, so yeah. Thug 1 is going to make his way over to Dracus. And he is going to attack. 18 just misses. You and your stupid shield.
You'll have to try better than that.
Thug 3 is going to come over here and start flanking you. And he's going to get advantage on the attack. Not with a 6 and a 7, he's not.
Nobody can hit Dracus Cage.
He's invincible. The power of Pinecone.
Lone, you're up.
Codes make you invisible.
Invisible or invincible?
Whatever.
Why not both?
Yeah.
Gonna try to shoot the guy on that side. Yeah, I'm gonna loop around that side and try to shoot him.
The one with the mace?
Yeah.
Okay.
Would I get advantage or no?
Yeah, he didn't see you last time. And you didn't fire at him.
15.
That'll hit.
Oh, baby!
Shoot him, shoot him, shoot him.
So that's gonna be 1d8. Yeah, 1d. Eight.
While he's paying attention to Dracus, you sink an arrow, or a crossbow bolt, sorry, right into his ribcage.
And I use my bonus action to hide again.
Roll it. There's no point in trying. I have to get a natural 20 for that. Nope.
Yeah.
Nope.
You're the master sneaky McSneakerson.
Okay. So, after long, Thug 2, he's going to make his way forward and he's going to attack Dracus. And he's going to use Pack Tactics because he has another ally within 5 feet, natural 20.
Oh no, finally someone who can hit Dracus.
Yeah, we don't clap when Dan gets it.
Oh wait, no.
Just kidding.
He takes 6 points of damage.
Oh no!
I can't roll for shit tonight. This is great for you guys. Really annoying for me.
That's what we're here for.
To be
Yep.
annoying.
Yep.
And Dracus, that makes it your turn.
Well, which one of you wants to die first?
Just do like a spinning like
I am going to take a swing at the sorry, at the thug on my right.
So the mace one.
Yeah.
Okay. The one that Victor's already damaged. Natural 1.
Natural 1.
No.
First natural one also goes to Dracus.
You take a swing, but in his wincing from pain, he like backs up just out of your reach, and you miss completely.
I would like to use action surge.
All right, what action would you like to do?
I'm going to attack him again.
Do it up.
Get him.
Get him, Dracus.
12.
12 is not going to hit, unfortunately. Thug 4, crossbow boy, he is going to attack Dracus with a 19, natural 19, plus 2. So you are going to take 6 points of piercing damage as a crossbow glances off your arm. Top of the round goes to Udu.
Okay, so I am going to head over to this guy here.
Yep.
Because I can see he's.
Can you flank him or no?
Ooh! Like that.
Yep.
Haha!
Now you have advantage on the attack roll.
And I can see that he has a crossbow bolt in his guts, which I recognize. And I'm going to club him with my club.
Do it up.
Yeah, you club him good.
So with advantage, that's 16.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Okay, and where's my clip? And that will be a 5.
5 damage.
Yep.
He is looking pretty hurt.
And I'm like, take this, you bastard! And I hit him. Bonk!
Okay. Turn action, bonus action. Do you have any bonus actions?
I don't think I do, actually.
All right. Well, they'll come at a later time.
Yeah.
He's going to see himself surrounded on both sides. He's going to attack Dracus. Roll double 11, so that's not going to hit.
I'm just imagining the way this fight is going is like Dracus has got all these men around him, and I'm like, get off of him!
Blue guy is going to attack Dracus. 3 and a 6. That's not going to hit.
Man.
He's just too wily. Lone, you're up. Which one are you attacking?
Same guy.
Same guy?
Yeah.
Okay.
17.
17 hits.
Uh, 13.
Oh yeah. All right. So you sink a bolt into pretty well the same spot, just a few inches higher, and end up piercing the rib cage right at the heart. He drops,
The arrow and twine.
and he just drops dead.
I see the arrow going, and I'm like, "Oh, good job, kid."
And
Thug,
try to hide again.
bonus action hide.
Oh, modified 20.
Okay. Okay.
Can you imagine every time you hide, there's the guy there, and you're just like, "Hello, I'm helping."
Thug 2 is going to watch his buddy just drop, and yeah, he's just going to attack Dracus. And... Nope. Okay.
Invincible.
Dracus, you're up.
I'm going to take a swing at the thug right in front of me.
Axeman.
Axeman.
Okay.
No.
Axeman isn't getting out here alive. 23.
That'll hit, yeah.
That's a 6.
And that was against
X-Men.
3. That was against Axeman. Okay, so that's the 2. Okay, so he gets 6 damage. Okay. And then the guard is going to look at you and say, "Do you have a weapon? Anything?"
I give him a dagger.
Okay. And then he's going to turn around and rush back in.
Oh, hello. Do you feel better?
Natural 13 plus 2, that'll hit. Dagger is 1d4. Oh, I just hit the wrong person.
Did you just hit me? You son of a bitch!
Sorry. I meant to go that way.
Like, I can't believe I just healed. I'll kill you!
What's going on here?
I healed you, but I can also destroy you.
Sorry, that was 5 points damage to the blue guy. I forgot that guy
Rip
was
your
down.
eyes out.
Oopsie, that makes it your turn.
Yeah, that's right, it does. Okay, part of me wants to be...
Oh, sorry, I missed Thug 4's turn. He's going to make an attack at you because you took down his buddy. Oh, he thinks you took down his buddy. He didn't see Lone. What's your AC?
14.
No.
I'm also invincible.
I'm
Okay.
invisible.
Now it's your turn.
So, I want to be creative.
All right.
So what I would like to do, but I might need some assistance because I don't know how large this gentleman is. But I would like to take the man that died and use him to club the man with the axe.
It's going to be an action to lift him up.
Okay. So like, would I be holding him up the whole time?
Yep.
Okay.
Roll an athletics check. See
Lift
what you
the
can.
man.
See if you can deadlift this dead body.
Athletics?
Yep.
21.
Okay, yeah, with very little effort, you take this skin and bones little being and you kind of like grab him and lift him straight up.
There, like that. I did it.
And you are now, to do that, you would have to drop your club.
Whatever.
Okay, so
I
your
put it in
club-
my pocket.
Your club is on the ground beside you.
Fine, whatever.
And you hoist this dead body over your head. Thug 3, the blue guy, he's going to see that and just be a little bit perturbed. He is going to make an attack at the guard. And that's going to hit. For 6 points of damage. Lone.
Would this guy be too far away for me to notice him?
I'll let you roll a perception check to see if you can.
10.
I'm gonna say that you don't know where he is due to the heavy snowfall, but you do know there is an archer out there somewhere.
use my movement to hide behind this other tree.
This one? This one?
Yep. Try to hide anyway.
That was a large jump. Hold on there. You were here?
No, she was behind the tree. I just moved her.
Oh, you moved her. Okay.
Yeah.
Then yeah, that'll be fine.
Um,
Bonus action hide.
yeah. That's what I was doing. Natural 20! I'm invisible!
Yeah.
Just like Naruto runs over and no one sees her.
Alright.
Yeah, no one sees you.
Natural 20. I'm invisible.
Well, if they roll a natural 20, they would have seen you.
So you're invisible.
I'm invisible.
Okay.
So I'm going to try to hit blue shirt with my crossbow again.
Go for it.
21.
Yep.
Yeah.
11.
And he goes down hard.
Oh.
You're just like killing everyone from the shadows.
Dracus is watching everything going on. He just watches the guy in the blue shirt puke up a little bit of blood, drop to the ground, and then the snow just kind of like starts melting underneath him as all the warm blood escapes and just...
I'm gonna look over at the guy who just dropped, and then look at Axe Guy, and grin menacingly. And chuckle a little bit.
There's like pine cone in your teeth.
Yeah, pretty much. The last thug. He is going to disengage.
Hit him, Dracus.
Chicken.
He's going to disengage
Get him.
and start running away.
Get him.
Attack of opportunity.
Nope.
Why not?
Disengaged.
Oh.
Get him anyway.
Yeah.
It is your turn,
I can
Dracus.
get within range. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Get him.
And I'm gonna attack him.
Go for it.
You're not getting away that easy, you little pissant.
Ooh.
Oh, that's fighting words.
Well, I mean, you're in a fight, so...
15.
15 is... Yeah, that'll hit.
Get him, Dracus.
7.
You cleave right through him.
That's very menacing for this guy. That's like, uh-oh.
That guy, he's going
Just
to...
holding this guy the whole time.
Pretty much.
Good
that
job,
guy. That
Dracus.
guy is going to like look around, see everything that's going on, and he's got the crossbow pointed at Dracus. Looks down, looks up at you, looks back down at the crossbow, and he's going to drop it and just put his hands up.
Okay.
That's it. That's his turn.
Okay.
The guard is going to wander over to this guy and then pick up his mace from the ground.
That's Candace, isn't it?
No, because that guy took his mace.
Oh,
And the other guy
right.
took his shield.
Right,
So he's going to pick up the mace. That was his to begin with.
Right, because they took all his stuff. We saw that while he was running at us.
So is like battle over?
Oh yeah, that's up to you guys.
I'm still holding a corpse. I want.
Oovdu. You're holding up a corpse over your head.
So I'm holding the corpse over my head, and I can see the guy like with his hands up, with Dracus.
Yep.
And I'm like holding this corpse up, and I'm like, "Yeah, that's right. You better surrender." And I'm gonna put the corpse down.
I'm going to start doing squats or something.
Well, I mean, maybe in another dimension.
So
But I'll put the corpse
she's
down.
holding this corpse over her head. She screams at the other guy, and then just kind of like flips this body upheaval and just kind of like vroom, poof. The dead body hits the ground and falls into the snow, leaving a pretty good embankment there.
So looking forward to throwing that.
That one's done. Lone, you're up.
I'm just going to ready in action if the guy who surrendered attacks Dracus, I'm going to shoot.
Okay, Dracus, you're up.
So he's not defending himself?
His hands are up. His crossbow is down.
Okay. I want to beat him unconscious.
Okay, roll an attack.
Oh,
15.
15, that'll hit. Roll your damage. You're using your hands?
Yeah.
Okay.
why you little?
He's gonna... What the shit? I'm surrendering. Why are you hitting me?
Because you make me angry.
And then...
like a game show. I'm like, good answer, good answer.
I could be using my sword. Be thankful that I'm not.
What would he do here? Okay.
Now hand over the crossbow or you get another one.
He already dropped the crossbow. Like, it's on the ground. I'm trying to think what he would do here. Ooh, that'll hit. He's gonna like see you hitting him, and he's just gonna like, what the hell? And then he's gonna see an opening, and he's just gonna punch you as hard as he can with his left hook. You're gonna take 3 points of damage.
Oh, I already did an action for
Yep.
attack Dracus.
Yep.
You still don't know where he is.
Why would?
He hasn't moved from her last perception check, and she did not see him last time. Like I said, there's heavy snowfall obscuring this.
But I can see him,
No, you can't.
so I've been commenting at nothing.
Pretty much. The only one who knows exactly where he is Dracus.
Okay. So, if we ready an action for someone we can't see, can you let us know?
I can do that from now on, sure.
Okay. I like being hilarious, but I'd like to be hilarious in context.
Dracus, you're up.
I'm gonna punch him again.
Roll the attack.
16.
16 hits. Another 6.
6 damage.
He is looking pretty good. Or pretty bad, sorry. Seeing as how he can't really go toe-to-toe with you, he's not going to disengage, and he's just going to try to run and use his full movement to get out of there. So, make an attack of opportunity.
Take an attack of opportunity. 19.
Yeah, that'll hit.
6 damage.
Okay, he goes down. And you're still beating him unconscious?
Is he unconscious?
No, that's up to you. If you're still beating him unconscious,
Well, I
or if
don't
you
want
wanted
him-
him dead.
No, I don't want him dead.
Okay, so then, yeah, he's unconscious.
Okay, perfect. That'll be no more trouble out of you. And I'm going to steal his crossbow.
It was still on the ground at your feet.
Right. Picking things up from the ground isn't stealing.
Right. You can't tell like it was on the ground next to your feet because of the shoes. They blocked out the vibrations.
Okay,
I am going to take his crossbow and keep it for myself.
Very good.
okay. You have a used crossbow.
Which
Is
isn't
it
stealing.
is it a hand crossbow or
It's a full-size crossbow.
a full-sized crossbow?
It's not a hand crossbow, it's a two-handed weapon.
Like a heavy crossbow.
Yeah.
Did you see that meme I sent you with the guy with the shovel and the bow and arrow?
Oh yeah.
I was like, this is
I
Dracus.
I just bought a shovel too.
Yeah,
so
you
it's
did.
Perfect.
I was like, this is Dracus with a bow and arrow.
All right. So combat is has ended.
I want to steal all of his bolts.
Okay, you have a bolt case with 17 bolts in it.
I'm gonna hoist them up and bring them to the Eller Island guard and drop them at the guard's feet.
All right. So the guard is going to look around, and you got a natural 20 to hide? He's going to look around and just... Where did the little one go?
Boo! Here I am! Ah!
He's going to walk up to you. He's going to... the blade you gave him, he's going to like throw it up and catch it by the dagger and then hand it over to you and say, I appreciate your assistance. And hand you back your blade.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna pick my club up. Good old clubby.
He's going to go and pick up his shield and ready it in his arm. Well, I thank you for your assistance. This was quite troublesome.
Hey, yeah, don't worry about it. I say as I walk over and I'm gonna pat down the guy that I was gonna throw and see if he's got anything good on him.
Roll investigation.
7.
You find 15 silver pieces.
Oh, wow.
Okay, and you drop him at his feet. Well, thank you.
I think this belongs to you. We left this one alive.
As much as I would prefer him dead, I suppose that is a good thing.
What are you doing all the way out here by yourself, friend?
Well, I was traveling on horseback from Harlheim to Heron's Landing when I was ambushed.
Where's your horse?
The horse did not make it.
Oh, that's sad.
That's a pity.
They shot the horse with a crossbow bolt. The horse went over. I went flying, then did my best to get away, and, well, the rest you all know about.
Well, then you're very lucky we were here to help you.
Yes, I was. I can imagine that would have not ended well for me.
These guys aren't so tough, and I boot the guy that's closest to me in the head. I mean the dead one.
Okay.
I don't want to ruin Dracus's fun. I just give him a boot.
Yeah. And so he's going to thank you for your assistance in this matter. Well, I guess it's a bit of a longer way to Heron's Landing now, but I appreciate the assistance you've given me.
It's true. Also, watch out for the giants.
Giants this far north?
I mean, giants, hallucinogens. Could be anything out there, so be careful. Do you need a blanket?
I'm going to go back to where the horse was attacked and gather my things.
That's good, because I'm all out of blankets. Keep giving them away.
Will you have enough provisions to make it to Heron's Landing on your own?
I absolutely should. I'm going to stick close to the river for the most part and then just follow the shore.
What about this one?
And he's going to look down at him and say, truth be told, I don't need the paperwork. He's going to take his mace and...
Oh, I should have kicked him.
Well, it's not usually human bandits you have to worry about around here. It's usually roving orc tribes or Goliaths.
Hey, I'm in the room.
Are you roving?
I mean, technically, yes.
But you aren't a tribe.
Aren't we, though?
Well, we are.
I think you guys are my tribe. Aww. Just hearing this, it's aww.
I guess you could call us a tribe.
You remind me of my son. He's also very strong.
Yes, you've said.
Yes. And all, Lone reminds me of, Lone. And Ilaria just needs more help, so... I don't think Fawn needs my help, but she might need a blanket.
Hear, I heard that!
I know, sweetie. Go back to sleep. Anyway.
Well, I shall take my leave of you. We might as well just leave these corpses here. They'll freeze over and get buried in the snow. Unless, of course, there's something you'd like to do with them. That is all on you.
Yeah.
I am going to turn a blind eye to this situation and just do what you must.
ain't much of a market for human toes, so I'm good.
Yeah.
I don't eat human anymore. It gives me terrible stomach pains.
Did we already loot all the bodies?
No, there's only one body that was looted.
Alright. Well, I wouldn't mind going back and seeing what I can find on this guy that I killed.
I'll do the other one.
Okay. Roll investigations.
Investigation.
Inspector Dracus.
15.
23.
Alone, you find 41 silver. Dracus, you find 2 gold.
Alright.
And you got yourself a heavy crossbow.
Uh-huh.
All right.
Which is great because I was gonna buy one when we got into town.
Convenient.
Now we're twinning.
What's that?
We're twinning now.
You have a hand crossbow. I have a heavy crossbow.
It's a regular crossbow.
You bought the hand crossbow.
Yeah, it's a hand
Yeah.
crossbow. Yeah.
I feel
Shoot
like
things.
I
That's
feel
all I
like
know.
this argument is weird to me because all crossbows go in your hand. So I mean,
Well, a hand crossbow is like one-handed. Heavy crossbow is two-handed.
only if you're not trying very hard, I guess.
Well, I suppose. I mean, since
never-
I'm so large, can I use a heavy crossbow with one hand?
roll an athletics check. Let's see if you
Roll
can.
a crossbow.
I'm gonna try. Yeah. Okay. Don't fail with dice.
Do it.
That would be a 10.
Sometimes.
You hold it upright, but you're not able to you're not able to steady it. It's very you have a very large wave pattern in your arm there, unable to hold it out straight. It's just the size of it and that far away from the center of mass, your center of mass. It's a little hard to steady.
More practice is required.
I need to work them shoulders is what you gotta do.
Yeah.
Pew pew. Oh, that'd be funny if she like stood on your shoulders and you had the crossbow and she's got a crossbow. You'd be pew, 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 pew. That'd be hilarious.
I mean,
Just like back to back.
Yeah.
technically, you could probably have two crossbows.
Had I known, I would have bought two, one for each hand.
The more you know.
And an extra one for my tail.
Oh yeah.
Until reloading comes around, that she has to take 2 full turns.
What if you held the crossbows in your hands and used your tail to reload them? This is why I don't use ranged weapons.
All right.
Oh, well, I'm sick of people running away from me when they know they're going to die.
That's fair. And your puke only goes so far.
Exactly.
So, Alaria's going to yell from the cart. She's like, Norman's safe. Not that anyone cares.
That's very nice, sweetie. Thank you for telling us.
Safe from what? You?
All that outside?
Are you still cold, dear?
She closes the door.
I'm gonna boil her some pine cones later. We all need some pine cone broth to take the edge off.
Yeah, I could go for some pine cone broth.
All right, so looking over your crossbow, it's pretty worn. It's seen its fair share of time.
So we're looking at 5 out of 50 durability here.
I would say if it's out of 50 durability, I would say it's looking at about a 12.
Oh, 12, okay. Well, we'll have to get this spruced up a little bit. Maybe find some gnomes to repair it.
You could color it black and it would match your outfit.
Aha, or I could color it gold.
Yeah, and also match your outfit and your face.
All right, you guys make your way back to the cart and continue on the journey.
As we walk back to the cart, I swipe pine cones off the trees.
Roll survival.
My mouth starts watering.
Survival?
Yep.
18.
Yeah, you managed to get.
Only the finest pine cones.
You find one or two trees with a number of pine cones that you're able to get without having to climb.
And I upset some squirrels.
No.
It's good. They understand. Because they also want pine cones.
All right. You grab your pine cones, make your way back to the cart. Same situation. Lone in front. Udu inside.
Yeah. I'm going to talk to Ilaria about all the benefits of pine cone broth
That you just discovered 5 minutes ago.
that I just made up.
She's going to be sitting there in the cart. Lone, do you want to switch?
Nope. I'm helping.
Oh, sure. Why don't you come out in the cold with me?
Well, I guess I could go back on top. Can somebody boost me?
Is she outside now?
Not yet, no.
Okay. Yeah, I'll boost you up there.
All right, so Ilaria is going to get a boost on top to get to the top of the cart. She's going to ride, still wrapped in the blanket and the bear cloak.
Just like a cocoon.
Yep. And Norman's going to sit there and he's going to tell you all about the god Lathander.
Ooh, good. Then I'm going to tell him all about Groom, Thick, and Wakatru, and...
You have already. Now it's his turn to share.
That's fine. I'm a good listener. Please tell me more as I crunch up some pine cones.
He's going to go into great detail about the different gods and the pantheon that he serves. And not much is going to happen. The sun is starting to go down. Would you like to push forward or break for camp?
Oh, we should probably get camp set up before it gets dark.
Okay.
I've got these pine cones ready for a boiling.
All
I
right.
say as I take my iron pot.
Now, did we ever? Is Lair around?
Yeah.
Did we ever find out if the horses had a dream?
She will tell you that the horses were spooked, but she couldn't really determine why.
They are pretty dumb.
They are pretty dumb.
Yeah.
They did not roll good intelligence rolls, that's for sure.
I am worse.
Yeah. Nice to look at.
Pretty, but
Empty. Going on upstairs.
they can be trained to be smarter. These ones were not trained. I mean, let's be honest. You're lucky she can talk to them at all.
Right, well, I'm going to cobble together a fire and throw some snow in this pot so I can boil my pine cone broth.
All right, roll survival.
10.
10. Once again, it takes you quite a while to get a fire going. The blowing wind is a little too much, and you kind of have to position yourself to block most of the wind, or try to. But it takes you a while to get the fire going.
Okay.
Lone, what are you doing in the meantime?
I'm gonna hunt for some rabbits.
Okay, roll survival.
3.
You see 3 rabbits?
They jumped away.
You're walking through the clearing, and with the deep snow as it is, like it's just above knee height on you. You do see some rabbits in the distance, but you go to take a step, and the ground is not where you expect it was, and you kind of fall face first and right into the snow, and they all perk up and then just bolt.
So does that mess up hunting for everyone?
Yeah. Laria's gonna be like, guys, we have rations.
And pine cone broth.
Yeah, I guess.
Come on, have you even tried this stuff? Dracus loves it. 10 out of 10.
I haven't tried it.
You should try it.
Roll for flavor.
I think I'll wait for my PC to get back for that.
Abigail, if you're listening, roll some dice for flavor.
Can I don't know, is there any chance to forage for anything other than pine cones?
Yeah, roll survival. Let's see how you roll.
Survival, eh?
You found some snow. Just kidding.
I'm gonna make a
That
snowman.
would be
I mean a snow angel.
a 6.
Face first down.
6?
Snow.
Yes.
Walking around to some of the different shrubs and whatnot, you do see some small berries.
I am gonna take the berries. I'm gonna bring them to Udu.
Okay.
These look poisonous to you?
I'm gonna like sniff them. Can I tell?
She got a 7 for flavor.
Well, she doesn't like pine cones.
Oh man.
I thought the lower the number, the better the flavor. Isn't that how it works? How does it work? Lower number, better
Lower
flavor?
number is better. That's the way we play.
Okay, so then she loves it.
Because 000 is the best number you can get. So
So then she loves it.
I'm sure
Okay.
unless she rolled a d20 and got a 7, then
That's
Okay, so can I tell if these are poisonous?
roll nature.
It's a 9.
You sniff them. They don't smell like rabbit turds. They're kind of like a bluish in color.
I'm gonna eat one.
They don't look like the frost berries that you've seen previously.
I'm gonna eat one.
Okay, you eat one.
Hold on, let me try this.
Okay. Seems to be pretty flavorful.
Well, I mean, they seem alright. I can't tell if they're poisonous yet.
that's
She rolled a d20, yeah. Anyways,
it's a conundrum. I mean, if they are poisonous, maybe they take a while to take effect.
Could be. Here, and I give him some pine cone broth. Add this.
I'm gonna throw a couple of the berries in my pine cone broth
okay,
and leave the rest on a pile.
sure.
And if anyone wants to try these berries in your pine cone broth, you're most welcome. They don't seem poisonous,
Yes.
so and they're very tasty.
You haven't had one yet.
Well, according to Udu.
Lone, come eat your pine cone.
I'm gonna stop making snow angels then. Actually, it might be a snow demon if my tail is
I
involved.
wasn't going to say anything, but, you could have curled it up around you or something.
In Uthrud, we call them snow corpses.
Of course you do.
We do. Come here, sweetie, eat your pine cone.
Nom, nom, nom.
All right, so food is had, merriment is had.
Can Ilaria play us a flute song?
Alaria will grab her flute and her whatever her pan flute and roll performance.
Roll for flutist.
Play Aqualung.
It's really cold and she's still not used to that, and once again she's doing like the whole and she's not able to get the wind blowing over the woodwind instrument properly, so you're not getting active notes. And she's gonna try, but she's just gonna end up with a headache.
It's okay, sweetie. At least you tried. Norman, would you like some pine cone broth? It's good for what ails ya.
Say again.
I said, Norman, do you want some pine cone broth?
He's gonna sit. He's gonna like come out of the cart and see that you guys are sitting in camp. And well, I guess we're done for the night. All right, cool. And then he's gonna like grab some rations and take a little bit of the broth you got.
I'm gonna set up my tent once I'm done drinking my broth.
Okay.
Oh, and Lo can be like little baby Yoda, all wrapped up in blankets, drinking broth. I love it.
call me the child.
Okay. What?
Just checking for berries.
You're checking for berries?
Yeah, I'm checking for you, rolling for berries, which are inevitably going to hurt me and probably Dracus.
Are we the only one who had berries?
Yes.
Oh, they were delicious.
Lucky for me, I got the power of the gods on my side.
Yeah, you actually feel absolutely no fault whatsoever, like absolutely no ill effect from them at all.
I'm just humming away as I put my tent up.
Yeah. Dracus, on the other hand, you're sitting there and you're just kind of like doing your thing, sharpening your sword, and your perception is just very weird. Like your hands seem a lot bigger than they were, and you're looking over your weapons, and your sword is like wavy. And you kind of like your eyes are playing tricks on you now.
I think the wind tastes like dirt.
What?
The sound of the wind tastes like dirt.
I like walk over to Dracus and I put my hand on his forehead
Scales.
and I like look at his snout. I grab his snout and I look at his eyeballs.
His eyes are there. One has a little bit of a scar on it.
Are his pupils big?
His pupils are not dilated.
I'm like, alright. Well, let me know if you need some antitoxin. And I pat his head and I go back to working on my tent.
Dracus, you see a bright light about 50 feet from camp. It's a bright light, and you can see it through the snow and everything else going on.
Like, does it look like a fire?
It looks like it's floating.
Hey, dude, do you see that over there?
And I look over towards his fingers pointing and I see Lone drinking broth wrapped up in a blanket. I'm like, yeah, that's the kid.
No, I mean past her. There's a light in the distance.
What do I see?
You see jack shit.
There's no light there, Dracus.
I'm gonna get up and go towards it.
Okay.
I don't know if I should let you just get up and stumble towards a light that's made up.
Hold my crossbow.
All right. I take the crossbow.
Uvdu is not what we call ride or die. All right. You gonna follow him at a distance?
I mean,
Okay.
he said hold my crossbow, so I'm going to do it, but I'm still going to follow him.
Oh, okay, you're following him. All right.
Yeah.
Alaria's just gonna be sitting there at the camp and she'll be like, Norman, don't move. Norman's gonna be like, don't worry, I'm not. He's gonna be eating his rations. Dracus starts like stumbly walking out into the wilderness.
Dracus stumbles into wilderness.
2 steps forward, slumps to the right, moves forward a few steps, tries to right himself.
This must be really awkward for him since he has a hard time staying in the dark.
He's following a light source.
It's a good thing he's so big or we might lose him.
Am I getting any closer to it?
Yeah.
Don't you see it? It's right there.
Do we hear this as actual talk, or is he just like, blah, blah, blah?
No, he's speaking.
Okay. No, Dracus, there's nothing there. It's just a bunch of trees and snow.
And a light.
No. There is no light, sweetie.
I'm determined with this light.
Okay.
And if it appears that I'm getting closer to it, I want to go farther.
Yep. All right. You get closer, and it's like a full-on, like, humanoid form. The closer you get.
I bring you love. Show it, it's bringing love. Break its legs!
It looks like a person.
Dracus, I see it. And I look at Lone and I'm like, I don't see it.
I'm gonna go towards it
Okay.
closer.
Yep. You get within 10 feet of it, and you see like this incredibly bright lit being, head to toe, in like radiant, like a gold radiant armor, flaming sword, flaming halo around its head. It's just standing on top of the snow.
What are you?
I'm an orc.
No, not you. I'm talking to this flaming god thing.
And I look at Lone, and I look at him like, okay.
All right, I'm gonna try and touch it.
Okay. You stick out your hand to touch it, and the head just turns towards you and just blinks and disappears.
Well, that was interesting.
You're telling us.
Roll a Constitution saving throw
Okay.
Just kidding.
at disadvantage.
Nine.
Yeah, you definitely throw up, and you can see like berry husks on the ground, and your vomit, which normally has like this greenish tinge because of the acid, is like straight blue.
Is there a pine cone in it?
There's definitely some pine cone in it.
What a waste of pine cone broth.
You are poisoned for the next hour.
Okay.
Come on, sweetie. Let's tuck you into bed and get you some antitoxin.
I appreciate that.
At this point, his words are slurring. So you hear,
Don't worry, we're here for you. Come on, kid.
The lighty thing. It's gone.
I'm gonna like hold Dracus up and like walk him back. Were you sleeping under the cart?
Yeah.
I'm gonna like tuck him in under the cart. Yeah, like, and I'm gonna like tuck him in, and I'm gonna get Lone to help me because she can get under there because she's smaller than me. And so I'm gonna like tuck him in, and I'm gonna pat his head, and I'm gonna give him my antitoxin that I made.
are you going to force feed it to him?
Well, I'm going to give it to him then.
Yeah. Oh, so you're making him drink it.
Yeah, he's
Okay.
gonna drink it.
Sounds good. You takes a while, but the antitoxin kicks in.
I'm like, there, sweetie. And then I'm like, after he's all tucked in, I'm gonna leave a little bowl of pine cone broth next to him. Be like, okay, Dracus is in bed. Okay.
Anybody want to take a watch for the night?
Well, I'll do it since Dracus is poisoned anyway. I might need to help.
Alaria's going to say, I'll help. And Norman will be like, I'll help too.
Well, I'll go first then.
Okay. Roll your perception. Disadvantage because it's really snowy.
14.
14?
Yeah.
Okay. You can hear the running water. You can can't see that far, but wind's picking up. And about halfway through your watch, the snow starts to lighten up.
Well, that's nice. I'm gonna keep checking on Dracus just to make sure he's okay.
He's under the cart shivering.
I'm gonna curl up like a kitty next to Dracus.
Aww.
I'm sure if Dracus knew what was going on, he'd appreciate it.
Blair's going to take next watch. And with a natural 20, she sees everything.
I can see time.
Her watch is going to go without issue. And then she'll wake up Ilaria. things are pretty quiet on Alaria's watch. Then Norman's going to take the last one.
Oh, Norman.
And he is going to wake you guys up in the morning. And he'll have as much of a breakfast as he can put together.
Well, thank you, Norman. That's very nice.
Well, it's the least I can do. You did save my life.
It's true. I'm going to check on Dracus to make sure he's okay.
Dracus, you wake up. You're feeling pretty good.
Do I remember
Everything.
Here, kid, have some rations.
I'm gonna pat Dracus on the face to wake him up.
Like Kitty?
Yeah.
I'm awake. All
Pine
right.
cones.
Pinecone broth.
Yes, Dracus, I'll make you pine cone broth.
Thank you. Is it hot?
Of course!
You wake
can't
up,
drink
and
cold
beside
pine
you,
cone broth.
there's Lone wrapped up, kind of like cuddling beside you, and beside you on the other side is a frozen bowl of what was pinecone broth.
We just need to heat it up.
Uvdu left it out for you all night in the cold. It isn't ice cold.
Don't look at it, your tongue will get stuck.
It's a pine cone pop.
Well, it's the thought that counts.
We'll just warm it up. It's fine.
All right.
I want. Is there any berries left?
Yep. You grabbed a handful of them. Uvdu had one, and you said you put a few, or I think you said 3.
Yeah.
So there would be probably about 5 or 6 left.
Is there? Do you have anything we can keep these berries in?
I got my pocket.
Ask and you shall receive.
I mean, I've got my mess kit, which kind of is self-contained, that we can put them in.
Put them in your herbal kit somewhere.
Oh yeah, I got that too.
I can't explain what I saw last night, other than it was a flaming figure, and when I tried to touch it, it looked at me and disappeared.
I hand him a vial.
I put the berries in the vial. I think there's something to this, and I need to try this again at some point.
Maybe it's the god Lathander. Never know.
Norman's just gonna... It's a possibility.
Possibly.
Why not?
No, I mean, you should tell Dracus all about Lathander.
Oh, wow. He's gonna go into this giant spiel about...
I'm gonna drive the cart. Bye, Dracus.
He's gonna go in this long spiel that's gonna take you pretty much the whole day to listen to.
So I'm riding in the back today?
You gotta sleep it off. Yeah.
Yep, you get to sit with Ilaria and Norman. You lucky person.
All right. I'm at the kids' table today.
Wow. I love it.
I'm gonna sit with Lone and keep feeding her rations.
You're gonna go through about 4 rations on this trip for this day then.
Whatever.
Okay.
I got pine cones. I don't need rations.
All right. Not much happens on your last day. You follow the river, and in the distance, you can start seeing very tall wooden spires jutting out of the ground. Getting close. You arrive at a wall made out of large wooden staves sticking about 18 feet into the air. Every 80 feet or so of fence, there's a guard tower along the perimeter. The area guard is heavily dwarvish in nature, wearing the blue and copper of the all around.
Where's the entrance?
You can very well see the entrance.
Okay.
As you approach, you see that the door is closed, and there's 2 dwarven guards sitting outside.
So, I mean, if I'm driving the cart, unless you're driving, okay, then I will stop the cart shy of the guards, and I will say, "Well, hello there, guards."
Aye, greetings.
We are traveling. My brain was like, we are traveling, and then it just hit a wall, and I forgot what
So true in nature to what we do.
Pretty much. Hold on. I know where we're traveling from.
Aye, we're all traveling, aren't we? I guess we're not. We're stuck here at the wall.
Isn't that the truth?
So what brings you to Harlheim?
Well, that's a very good question.
Business? Pleasure?
We are here to speak with Oleg Yarman.
He prefers being called by his title,
Which is?
the Earl.
We are here to speak with Earl Oleg Yarman.
I thought Earl was his first name.
And you can see the dwarf just kind of like roll his eyes. And then the other one's gonna like smack the first one and say, "Open the door." Open
the door.
Open the door. And then you're gonna hear like, and the doors are just gonna like swing out towards you, and these giant wood and iron doors, and they just take their time opening, but eventually the very large heavy doors are opened up to you and the city is in front of you.
Oh, literally. I thought Earl was his first name because I thought he was a count. I thought it was Count Yarman.
Depends on the day, really. Good luck with that.
Count Earl Oleg Yarman? Earl Count?
It really depends on the day.
Maybe we should just call him Sir.
Sire.
I wouldn't do
Sire.
that. That might work.
Well, thank you very much, young man. Mush.
All right. So you guys make your way in past the large stone gates. The large wood and iron gates, and the pathways here are wide enough to support 2 carts, one in each direction. Immediately to your left, you can see a stables and a guardhouse. Directly in front of you is the town square. Further south, there's the castle. You have the entirety of the city at your disposal. What would you like to do?
This city's larger than
This city
Heron's
is
Landing.
yes. This city is comparably larger in comparison to Heron's Landing. It's probably easily 10 to 15 times the size.
Okay, it's a real big city.
Yeah,
So
this is the major city of the province.
Okay. So, do we know where His Royal Majesty lives, even? We have to talk to him about the blue herons.
You could imagine that he lives in the large castle to the south I just mentioned.
Gotcha. Okay. Actually, maybe Norman can give us some more information. Hey, Norman!
Oh, we're here?
We're here!
Oh.
Wake up!
Lovely. Oh, it's so good to be home.
Where should we go? Are we dropping you off somewhere, or what?
Well, if you're in no rush to get rid of me, I can show you around town.
I think you should do that. It's been a long time since I've been here.
All right. Well, we'll just do a quick lap, and you guys can pretty much see the entirety of the map. Sorry.
Oobdoo, no!
There is the map of Harlheim. So, you can see the stables. Mm-hmm. These are housing units for lower class.
So for us,
You can see the Botel River running through the town. There's a giant water wheel over here, which powers a few things. Blocked off, this is all shipping across Lake Jotunrock and like fishing and like all that kind of stuff. You have a fountain at the center of town. You see multiple inns and bars and taverns and clothiers and all the sort. You have the castle, which takes up pretty much the rest. Well, what would be that way is all just castle. You got the Red Wreath.
oh yeah, do you need to report anything here?
At some point, I should probably check in there.
Okay.
So he's going to give you a basic rundown. He's going to say, I live over here, and he's going to point to this area over here by the docks.
Does that mean we're staying at your house?
I don't see why not.
Oh, thanks, Norman.
If you don't mind sleeping on the ground.
Do we not ever?
Well, I think we have enough coin to stay in an inn.
Oh, well then, you can take your pick. There's quite a few in town. So
But we appreciate the offer.
not a problem. There's the Silver Star Inn. He's gonna like point over to like this building with a giant. It's actually a wooden star. And he's like, and there's the one that most of the delegation uses, and that's called the Harlheim.
I see what you did there.
It wasn't me who did it. That would be Conti Bear. She's a tiefling with a sense of humor. And then there's the Slumber Trundle, and that one's in the lower end of town. But that one seems to attract a lot of the sailors, and well, if you like to have some fun, that's where you want to go.
What was the name of that place?
The Slumber Trundle.
Slumber Trundle?
Yep. And attached to that one is the Frozen Flagon. Everyone enjoys drinking at the Frozen Flagon. See, it's really fun. They freeze the flagon and then pour the alcohol into it, so it's really cold.
Kind of like that pinecone broth.
Sounds like my kind of place.
And he's going to point over. He's like, that's the Red Wreath. And over here, we have the fish market. Oh, you have to go there. What day is it today? He's going to like look around. And should be almost time for the new 10 day. On the first 10 day of the month, the first day of the 10 day, the fish markets they just go crazy. You can buy fish for really good prices. Like the whole town turns up and everyone's like trying to buy fish.
Ooh, I can make my Auntie Gronk's famous fish stew.
You absolutely, most certainly could.
And you can use the pinecone broth as the base.
Oh, Auntie Gronk never used pine cones. She preferred regular bones. Basically of whatever she could find.
Well, luckily, fish have bones.
That's true. They do.
And then he's going to, as you guys are passing the fish market, he's going to point over by the docks and the fishing area, and he's going to say, "That's odd. There's usually a lot of people out on Lake Jotunrock. There's not a lot of boats out. Huh?
Interesting.
All right. So there's a few things you need to know.
One, where's the fight? Two, give me the fight.
Say again.
Never mind. Just talking shit.
Gotcha. Harlheim is known as the Stonewood City. The wood around here, it has very similar properties to stone. It, for some reason, only the dwarves are able to actually do any work with it.
It's true. You sell very high quality clubs here.
Yes, we do. Should you head north of the city, you'll find the forestry area, and they are always looking for assistance in chopping down trees. It's very arduous labor, but it pays decent.
We're good at arduous labor sometimes.
Mm-hmm. And he's going to point and be like, "That's the smithy."
Ooh.
We call that Bentar's anvil.
Bentar, you say. B-E-N-T-E-R. Bentar.
T-A-R.
T-A-R. Give me a B.
No. And he's going to point to different shops and say, "Oh, you can get pretty much everything you need from there. That one deals in a lot more magical items and stuff like that. They're a lot more expensive, and usually only the delegations from other towns stop in those kinds of places."
Fancy. Say fancy stuff.
Walking around, there's a much heavier guard presence here, like per capita, and it's a lot of humans and dwarves. You see the occasional elvish person, but for the most part, it's a lot of humans, some dwarves, one or two Goliaths. Oh, I'm going to show you to my house, and then I will bid you adieu, unless you decide to come stay at the house, and then the city is yours.
I might come visit you later.
Maybe we should just check in at the Red Reef quickly with you, so they know that you've arrived safely.
We can do that, sure. All right. So you are going to head to the Red Reef. I had all my notes up, but I guess I didn't. My apologies, guys. Give me half a second. All right, you find yourself at the Red Reef, and you get inside. It's a bigger place than the one in Heron's Landing. It's pretty well safe to say everything in this town is going to be nicer and better than it was in Heron's Landing.
Fancy.
Yeah. A lot of the buildings are made out of either the stonewood or actual stone themselves.
I like it. It's sturdy. Reminds me of home. But with, less fighting and corpses.
All right. You enter into the Red Reef house here, and you find yourself in a long hallway. Doors on either side. They all seem to be closed. You are met by just another associate and wearing the same surcoat, and he's got the same brooch as you. Ah, welcome. You must be new.
Yeah, we just came in from Heron's Landing.
Well,
We're fresh initiates.
fresh initiates. And Blair's just going to say, yeah, we were tasked with bringing this one home, and Norman's going to wave.
We rescued this gentleman from illegal slave operation in Heron's Landing.
I see. You'll want to go speak to Castian.
Castian.
And he's just going to point down to the hallway, and further on down the hallway, you see torches on either side, and then it's going to open up into a big room.
Okay, thank you, friend.
Not a problem. So you make your way further in, get to the very large room, and you can see that it is 2 stories. The bottom floor where you are is a lot of books and a lot of people just assisting out as required. There's some diverse people. There's almost like a soup kitchen going on, and then there's actually, that's pretty much it. There's a library, a soup kitchen, and then the upstairs.
Okay.
And then, go ahead.
Well, I would like to find out where this Castian is.
All right, yeah. Asking around, they tell you go upstairs. Can't miss them.
Alrighty.
So you heading upstairs.
Yep.
You head on upstairs and you find yourself overlooking a series of offices, and going from one to one, they all seem to be empty except one where you find a humanoid figure hunched over a table, hands planted shoulder width apart, grabbing up different parchments, placing them on the side, grabbing another, circling things, placing them elsewhere. He looks up at you and stands straight up. He's a tall man with long silvered hair, ears that are pointed but not overly pointed, wearing leather armors, sporting a red and white surcoat, and upon further inspection, you see a hawk's feather insignia. A cape adorns his back, clasped together at the front with a silver emblem bearing 2 crossed feathers, and the feathers resemble scimitars. He looks up. You must be the initiates from Heron's Landing. Cage, was it? I received a pigeon from Regent Whitegrove.
Yes, that is correct. We're reporting in. We just arrived here, and we're escorting this gentleman back to his home here.
I see. I was told there was another one. And he's like looking for the piece of paper, and he finds it, and he opens it up. He's like, initiate Lair?
Lair, yes.
You look around, and Lair's not in the room.
She must have gotten lost downstairs.
Alaria...
She's a free spirit.
Alaria walks inside, walks into the room, and she goes, guys, Lair has a problem with stairs. Going up is fine. Going down seems to be an issue, apparently.
Right.
She's gonna wait.
I suppose that makes sense.
Well then. Just looking at him, he exudes a presence of respect and elegance. Wow, the table is so racist to elves.
Look.
Or in this case, half elf.
You know what? Half an elf is too much elf for Ubdu. She's had some bad experiences. Don't like bears that much either. I wear their skin all the time.
Well, it's because it serves a purpose. Keeps you warm.
Well, I mean, elf skin also serves a purpose, but you don't wear it.
What purpose does elf skin serve?
Can we save this conversation for another time?
Yes, of
Please.
course.
Well, we were talking game. I wasn't using my Ubdu voice. It doesn't count.
Yeah, we just arrived in the city. We wanted to check in to let you know that we arrived safely with Norman here.
Good old Norman.
Well, that is a wonderful thing you've done. We on the Red Wreath thank you, and this will be looked favorably upon. You will be looked favorably upon should you wish to apply for an enhancement in rank.
Darkest promotion cage.
Well, there's much that you and I need to discuss, Dracus. Come see me later at your earliest convenience.
Okay.
But in the meantime, you're new to town. Go get settled. Well, I have business to attend to, so if you don't mind.
I'll see you later.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
As you turn around, sitting directly in the front, the door, is a gray-skinned, hairless, canine-ish being with skin stretched tight over its entire being. Blank violet eyes seem to be trained on you, Uvdu.
So, like a Chinese crested dog man?
I'm not sure where you got the man out of this, but sure.
So, wait, did you not... describe this to me again.
A gray-skinned, hairless canine being, skin stretched tight over its entire being. Blank violet eyes seem trained on you.
Blank violet-eyed skin canine guy.
I'm not sure where you're getting the guy from, but yeah, okay.
So it's a dog.
Pretty much.
So it's not a man, it's a dog.
I never said it was a man.
Dog. Okay. So I'm just like, ugh. Hello.
And it just, blank eyes. You can tell they're just looking at you.
Do I know anything about this dog?
You've never seen one before in your life. And Castian's going to look up and say, in a language only Ilaria knows, he's going to just shout random nonsense, and it's going to just disappear and reappear at his feet. Don't mind him.
I'm gonna leave the room, and as I leave the room, I'm gonna mutter some orcish curse words under my breath.
Well, that's a neat trick.
Helps.
All right. What would you guys like to do?
Now let's take Norman home.
To Norman's house.
All right. You take Norman home. He lives very not far from the river, so it's a very quick journey.
So we drop him off like, bye, Norman.
He's gonna once again thank you, and he's gonna go inside, and he's gonna come back out and hand you like a bag full of fresh foods.
Ooh.
Much appreciated.
Likewise, thank you guys very much.
Bye, Norman.
Don't take this the wrong way, but I hope I never need your services again.
We feel the same way about you. Bag of food.
Yes.
You were a burden, and we are happy to be lifted up.
Lathandar's blessings upon you, friends.
Also with you.
May Group look favorably upon you with his one eye. See you later.
With that, Norman will take his leave.
Jeez, that guy always blah 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 with the Lathander talk. What inn do you guys want to stay at?
Oh, we need to stay at the inn that has the bar.
Slumber Trundle?
Um,
You just want to try those frozen drinks.
well, in my experience, always the best things happen at inns with bars.
Well, I can't really argue with that logic. Is that where you want to stay, kiddo? I bet there's probably food there.
Take it.
Alright.
Alari's
Where there's
gonna-
bars, there's restaurants.
And we're bound to run into the most questionable characters there. And I have a feeling that any of the business we're doing in town is going to involve looking for questionable characters.
That's true.
Alaria is gonna sit there and she's gonna have her flute in her hand and she's gonna say, "Alright, I'm gonna try to earn some money."
Oh my god. Oh my god.
See, we're already off to a good start.
I'm sure Laurie would want to get crunk.
Yeah,
Probably a little crunk.
She'll do both.
Yeah. Yeah, she's gonna want to get a little
Daytime
crunk, but then
crunk.
she's gonna get way crunk.
And then crack.
Yeah, cry a lot.
While I'm Jaegering her, she's absolutely gonna do all three. So everyone said this is the town where I can find a pearl worth 100 gold.
Right.
But
Yes,
that doesn't cost a
The pearl worth 100 gold that you're not gonna pay 100 gold for.
Well, I'm gonna try.
You're gonna try to pay 100 gold for it?
No, I'm gonna try to not pay 100 gold for it.
My goodness, honey, for someone so rich, you certainly have no regard for prices.
No, I have good regards for prices.
You trying to pull one over on me?
No.
Old oof-doo?
How do you think I have money? Bartering.
I assume you took it.
I mean,
Actually, you said it was from your family. You said you were rich.
how do you think we stay rich?
I assume by trading goods and services like most honest families?
Yes.
That or murdering people. That's what my family did.
Wow. I'm gonna go find a place to play.
Alright, well, let us know how that goes for you then.
Oh, you can just play at the tavern,
That's
the inn that we're going to be playing.
yeah. That's the idea.
Yeah. Don't go running off on your own now.
I'm not gonna do that again.
You know what would be funny is if she got kidnapped and then her ransom was a pearl worth 100 gold. Just
You
kidding.
guys are so mean.
But we have
Starts
to
to cry.
produce evidence that we didn't pay 100 gold.
Ah, what's she gonna know? We'll get the kid to give it to her. We'll say she stole it.
Starts stomping off in the direction of the slumber trundle and the frozen flagon.
We follow.
All right.
Well, we should probably. Do they have a place for us to put the cart and the horses at the inn?
No. On the way in, the stable was pointed out to you though.
Okay. Well, how about somebody go with Alaria to the inn, and I'll go stable the horse and carts.
All right. So Lair says, "I'll go with Alaria."
Okay, well, let's. We're gonna go stable the horse and carts then.
All right. You guys make your way over to the horse and carts on the other end of town there, and stable hand comes out. How's it going today, guys? Everyone doing good? Yeah. Long
Weary
road?
from travel.
Yeah. No kidding. Closest place is Heron's Landing. I think that's a good 4 or 5 days of travel.
Yes, it was.
Yeah.
Well, you've made it through the harshest winters got to throw at you, so good on you, and you're pretty much in time for the Winter's Festival.
Ooh.
Well, it sounds rather interesting.
Where does that happen?
All over town.
Ooh.
It's going to be starting in next few days for sure.
Well, we'll be sure to enjoy the festivities.
But there's going to be a lot of food there.
There's going to be a lot of food and a lot of drinking, some fireworks.
Ooh, fireworks.
Yeah.
Well,
I even think they've brought some people over from Rahal to perform for us. It's going to be real good. Anyways, sorry for talking your ear off. Would you like to stable your horses?
yes, I'm gonna throw them a gold, and so you can enjoy the festivities to their extent, and take good care of our animals, and you'll have another one.
All right. But just so we're clear, it's 2 silver per day, so this pays for half a week.
The coin is for him.
I understand that, and I accept the tip.
Right.
It's going to be 2 silver per day for the horses.
Okay.
Okay. So how long will you be staying, do you know?
Well, let's pay for a week up front.
All right, that'll be 2 gold, please.
Give him an extra 2 gold.
Awesome. Well, thank you very much. It's a pleasure doing business with you. And he's going to hand you a ticket.
Like a coat check ticket?
Pretty much, yeah.
It's a horse check.
Horse check ticket?
Yeah.
You got some damage to that front axle of your cart there. Do you want us to get that looked at?
That would be excellent.
All right. I'll get one of my best guys on it.
What a nice place.
All right. Well, let's make our way to the inn. Slumber Trundle.
All right. You make your way to the Slumber Trundle, and when you get there, Lair has a table set up. And are you going to the actual inn or the tavern first?
I'm just gonna go to the inn first.
Okay. You get inside, and there's a halfling man kind of standing on a stool, and him and Lair are having words.
Is it because of the stairs?
You're not quite sure what it is, but they're just yelling at each other. And then you guys show up, and she turns and she says, "Finally! Everybody expects money."
Oh my goodness. Why didn't you ask Ilaria? She's got lots of money.
She took off to the tavern. And you can, it's not, outrageously far. You can see, saloon-style doors that separate the inn from the tavern.
Oh my goodness, you can't just let her wander off like that.
I was talking to the halfling, and excuse me, my name is Higgins. I was talking to Higgins,
The halfling.
and one thing led to another. We were arguing. I don't even remember what we were fighting about. And then I turned to speak to Ilaria, and she was gone.
That sounds like her.
How are we rooming?
2 per room again, or that would probably be a good choice, seeing as how last time I got in trouble sleeping by myself.
It's true.
I protect.
You gonna stay with Dracus? Okay.
Okay.
Well, I guess I'm stuck with Ilaria again. I mean, I love her. She's great.
And then Lair's just gonna be like, "All right, I guess I'm taking my own room then."
I'm sure that's fine for you.
Yeah, we're an odd group, aren't we?
Yeah, that's for sure.
Odd as in a lot of unusual species traveling together, or odd as in there's 5 of us and that's an odd number?
The second one. And a
Yes,
little
we
bit
are.
of the first one.
On both accounts, yes, we are. All right, Higgins, I need a bunch of hay on the ground because I can't sleep in a bed. I will
Also,
break
she-
your beds.
Also, she can't walk on stairs, so she needs a ground floor.
And Higgins is just gonna try to let cooler heads prevail. That'll be 4 silver for the night, for each room.
Well, since Ilaria's not here, and apparently she just left, I'll pay for our room. Pay him 4 silver.
I'll pay for the other 2 rooms.
Okay. Okay, we're gonna start for 1 room for the night, and then we'll see if you want to re-up in the morning.
Sounds
Perfect.
good.
All right. Again, my name is Higgins. If you have any requests, need some food brought up to your rooms, or what have you, drinks, you know, companionship, I can help out with a lot of things.
Don't worry, we got enough friends. Thanks, though.
All right.
Yes, companionship, are you lonely, Higgins?
You're just gonna like. It's been a while since anyone asked me that. I mean, I haven't seen my family in a long time. I miss my brothers.
I miss my sons.
A long way from home.
Same. Higgins is bringing me down.
You do a vibe check on you.
I'll be fine.
It's okay, Higgins. I know what it's like to miss your family. But it's like my great Uncle Grook used to say, is family is always going to be there for you. So don't worry about it. That's exactly what he would say. He wasn't a very wise man. But he was nice.
Grook.
Yeah.
Grook. That name sounds familiar. And he's just gonna like let it go for the time being.
I know a lot of orcs. I have a big family.
Yes. Well. And he's gonna hand you your room keys.
Thank you. I might give one to Ilaria.
There's only 1 key per room.
Then I'm taking it.
And then he's gonna point the direction of the saloon style doors and say, your friend went through there.
Of course she did.
And as he's pointing over there, you see the doors kind of close and you can see Lair's tail end.
Just like out. Peace out.
Yeah. All right. Well, what time is it?
Let's see. You would have gotten there in the late afternoon, and then being shown around, and then stopping at the Red Wreath. I would say that it's probably getting around 5 o'clock.
The snacking hour.
Would you guys like to stay here for the night and then head to the Earl's in the morning?
Sounds good to me. Seems like the Earl is very formal, so we should probably meet him up during the day.
Yeah, we shouldn't be throwing rocks at his window in the middle of the night.
That would be impolite. I want to show him we're professional, says Goobdoo, who's really scraggly looking and covered in bear carcasses.
Real bear carcasses.
Yeah, wink.
No bear.
All right, so you guys are heading to Frozen Flagon then? All right.
Come on, kid, I'll buy you a turkey leg.
I think we should just get a whole turkey.
We could do that, then there's 2 legs.
Great hand.
You could use that as a weapon.
All right, you get yourself inside the Frozen Flagon as you enter through the saloon-style doors attached to the slumber trundle, and it's not really bright in here. There's some lights, but they're not exceedingly bright. There's an older human woman working the bar. She's got a weathered features about her. Nice enough clothing.
Do I know her because I know every old lady? That's too bad.
You would not know this one, no. She's gonna kind of like Just find yourself a spot wherever. Have a seat. I'll have one of the girls come around shortly and take your order.
Have you seen a snake girl that cries a lot playing a flute?
Yeah, she wouldn't shut up about wanting to play. I told her she has to wait a bit.
Okay, just checking. Thank you.
She started crying when I mentioned the 10% to the house.
Yeah, that sounds like the one.
As you are finding your way, you can see that there's actually another set of musicians currently on the stage area playing, and they're, not they play really well together. Sure, yeah, just like that. Why not? No, it's not the cantina from Star Wars.
Aw.
But they actually play really well, and you find yourself enjoying the music a little bit.
I want to order meat.
Well, we should listen for. I want to listen for a sobbing noise or music.
Roll a perception check.
That's not going to be very high. 3.
You're kind of like looking around, trying to see if you can pinpoint a sobbing noise coming from anywhere in particular, and you walk directly into the back end alone. Hey, watch where you're going. I'm sorry, Lair.
My apologies, Your Highness.
He just tramples over alone.
We're looking for Ilaria.
She's been like, she's right there. And she's gonna like point at this table over, not directly in the corner, but a few away.
Is there enough room for us all to sit?
Yeah.
All right.
You all
Let's
take a seat. It takes a few minutes. One of the barmaids comes around and welcome to the Frozen Flagon. What can I get you today?
Well, the two of us, me and Lone, we're gonna share a turkey.
Meat. A full turkey.
Yes.
That'll be 6 silver.
And a pitcher of this frozen ale I've been hearing about.
Why would you freeze ale? That sounds horrible.
Not this very cold ale.
Oh, okay, yeah. No, absolutely. That's not a problem. Those are going to be 6 copper each.
Okay. So I'm gonna give her how many silver for the
6.
for the turkey?
Yep.
Okay. I hand her the money
All right.
and give her 2 silver tip.
Okay.
I would like your finest plate of various cuts of meat.
The finest plate.
Yes.
All right. That's going to run you 11 silver.
Here you go. Keep the change. I give her 13.
Okay. Awesome. Anything to drink for you?
Nah, I'm good.
She's going to look over to Ilaria. And you? Would you like anything? And Ilaria is just going to like look at her. And she's, yeah, I want to play. Also, where can I find a pearl worth 100 gold? And then she's going to say, you can probably find it at either the Aventus warehouse or, the Enchantrix. Those are my best guesses. But I'm pretty sure they're closed for the night.
So obsessed with that pearl.
Look, I have this ability to use a spell, but it requires a pearl worth 100 gold.
Oh, I know.
All right. Your food shows up. You definitely hear lots of sounds in the bars. Roll a perception check, all of you.
Natural 20.
Natural 20.
Pew!
9?
18.
18? All right. Dracus, you hear some people kind of like a few tables over, and they're having kind of like not really a heart-to-heart, but, you can hear them. So, why are you in Harlheim? Like, I thought you were going to go find your fortune on the sea. And he's just kind of I couldn't do it. He's like, well, what happened? He's like, it's been some crazy things happening on the Solden Sea. I'm not sure what you know, but like a lot of ships are being scuttled and kind of like left for like shark bait. It's like, oh, that's weird. You had a 4, a 9. You hear just some people having fun, revelry, just hanging out. And Uvdu with a natural 20. What's your total, like, with your perception?
23.
23? You catch some snippets of a conversation about you heard conversations while you were in town, kind of like it very much reminded you of the way Vivica and Stenny talked. Galdrick.
So, like, I didn't hear anything specific, but they just kind of reminded me of the conversation.
Yeah, you reminded hearing them, like hearing the way they're talking and like stuff like that. It very much reminded you of Galdrick and Vivica's mannerisms and speaking.
Okay. Nothing specific. Alright. I'll keep my ears open.
All right. You guys are having a great old time.
Woo!
Ilaria gets her turn to go up on stage, and she rolls performance, and she starts playing a pretty good little ditty. She's trust me when I say she did not roll well enough to play Wonderwall. As she's playing and having a good old time, Dracus, that table you were talking to, like he listening in on, another person like shows up at the table and like slaps a drink out of the guy's hand and says, beware the black sheets. And then he's visibly intoxicated. The first guy's gonna take exception to that. He's like, hey, and like push him, and like he's got this like crazed look in his eye, and he says, black sheets on an orange backdrop. Watch yourself. They're coming. And then he's going to get pushed into another table, and the guys at that table are going to like get up, and they're going to start pushing everybody around, and then it's pretty much a full-on bar fight. What are you guys doing?
Bar fight! I'm throwing a chair.
Eating turkey.
Roll athletics.
Roll to throw chair. My favorite roll of all time. 9.
You attempt to lift the chair.
I'm sitting in it.
There's a like Dracus is still firmly planted on said chair.
I choose to continue eating unless I start getting drawn in. Like unless somebody punches me or knocks me off my chair somehow. I'm just gonna ignore it and keep eating.
Meanwhile, I'm just like trying to get his chair out.
So you're pulling on Dracus' chair and not getting anywhere.
Yep.
Lone, you're sitting there eating. You guys watch as this human male just like flies over your table, just like ass over tea kettle, arms flailing, and just like rolls over the table in the air and like lands on the other side of you.
Wow.
Well, that's something you don't see every day.
Flying human.
Lair's there minding her own business, and like someone like pushes into the back end of her, and she just bucks them, just boom, knocks them flat on the ground. She says, "I'm going to my room." Ilaria is still on stage, playing her like flute, watching the madness just kind of like happen.
That's showmanship right there.
She's just
Such
kind
a
of like
pro.
and she's like trying so hard, but she's just kind of fearful up there and not really able, like kind of like the cold outside. It's just the same idea. She's not getting anywhere with this, and she just kind of like puts the pan flute away.
Great job, sweetie. You're doing great.
All right, there's a bar fight going on all around you, and you're just kind of hanging out.
Oh, I'm disappointed that she stopped playing because the bard fight is way more entertaining with the music.
You're just like, boo!
The other three are going to get back up on stage, and they're going to start playing, and people are going to start clapping along and having fun, and the brawl lessens to an extent as the city guard kind of like show up to break it up, carting away some of the more colorful individuals in said fiasco.
See, guys, I told you this place would be the best place.
Well, Dracus, when you're right, you're right.
And I'm right.
Alaria is going to come to the table, sit down, and be like, that didn't go well.
Here,
What are
sweetie,
you
have
talking
some
about?
meat.
They liked it so much that they started fighting.
You did a great
great.
job. You're very inspiring.
I didn't feel very inspiring. Two glasses of meat, please. And she's going to order.
Here, have some meat.
Thank you. She's going to like, oh, all right. She'll notice that both of the drumsticks are gone. There's just two large bones in front of Lone there. She's going to like grab a handful of meat and just kind of start chowing down.
That was a very nice show, dear.
Really?
It was.
Do you actually feel that way?
Yes.
Or persuasion?
Roll persuasion.
Well, she
I'm
thinks
being
it was,
genuine.
Well, yeah, you're not rolling deception. But she thinks it was horrible.
Yeah, but I'm not in control of her imposter syndrome. Well, and it's also a 6, so apparently I'm really not in control of her imposter syndrome.
She'll listen to what you have to say.
Did you get paid?
No one tipped. They were all fighting.
Well, at least you didn't get booed.
I heard someone boo.
No.
He was saying booers.
I think, didn't they just boo when you stopped?
I don't know. A boo is a boo. It's not usually a good thing.
Maybe they were saying something else.
Maybe I'll just go to my
Boots.
room
They were
for the
saying
night.
boot.
Yeah, someone saw Drax's cool boots. And they were like, wow, where'd you get those boots?
Boots.
Roll deception, both of you. Abigail, I hope you're paying attention.
That's a 3.
Modify 20. Boots.
She's gonna be like, maybe, but I'm just gonna go to bed. I'll try one of the other bars tomorrow.
Well, we did our best. Poor kid.
Did you have enough to eat?
Oh, she's gone at this point.
Okay.
Did you have enough to eat, kid?
No.
Do you want some more meat?
Yes.
I got lots of meat and cheese left
We
over.
have an entire turkey.
Ate it.
Oh, it's turkey's gone, not just the legs?
She can have some of my meat. It's the finest cuts of meat.
Yeah. You have a very large plate with like many different kinds of meat and like a half loaf of bread in the middle.
Ooh, you want some bread?
Charcuterie board.
Whatever you say, Dracus Kaje.
I want to name a
Now,
company.
too bad you didn't have some au jus with that meat.
Some what?
Au jus.
Gesundheit.
Ow, okay, sorry. Excuse me. Au jus.
Oh, my favorite. I just.
Au jus.
Oh, just. It's delicious. I love that drink. Reminds me of pinecone broth with vinegar.
Just hanging around, drink it down.
Well, is there anything you guys like to do for the rest of the night? Just hang out here?
Yeah.
Okay.
I am going to convey to my colleagues that I heard some talk that reminded me kind of the talk we heard at Steady's just a very similar dialect. Very shady. Very shifty. Not my cup of tea. Something we should keep our eyes on anyway.
Do you remember what they look like?
Not really. It was kind of just in the crowd, you know, just listening as I walked through.
Well, perhaps the tribunal has a presence here.
They very well might. They're probably very well hidden, though, what with all the guards around. I can honestly say it's not very often I see guards coming to break up a bar fight. They kind of just finish themselves.
You know, we didn't have a lot of. We didn't have a challenge getting into trouble at Heron's Landing, so probably won't be a challenge getting into trouble here. I'm sure we'll run into them eventually.
Oh, probably. Seems like trouble just likes to find us. Which, I guess, would bring me to ask a question. Because I don't think that we have brought it up since we've been together. But why are you here, Dracus?
Why does the world exist?
Well, because the gods made it so, my son. That's a very long explanation. You don't want me to get into, trust me.
Well, I don't want to get into a religious debate tonight.
I'm just wondering what brought you here in the first place. Besides the slavers, you know.
Well, that's maybe literally what brought me here, but also that is what drives me is the slavers.
That's fair.
So let's just say I have a bone to pick with them.
Also fair. Revenge is good.
I've heard it's best served cold.
Much like pinecone broth. Revenge is a dish best served like pinecone broth.
There's a particular individual I'm searching for, and he's an illegal slaver, and so this course that we're on, I'm hoping will bring me closer to finding him.
Got a bone to pick with him?
You could say that.
I hand you a turkey leg bone.
This is very literal-minded. What about you, kid? Where are you from?
I don't know.
You don't know. You gotta be from somewhere.
I had to hide.
From what?
Bad men.
We all hide from bad men.
I hid on a boat and then it went somewhere.
Was that the boat that we met you on?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Where were you before the boat?
Had to hide in the shack.
In a shack. Just like when we were in the shipyard and I lit the thing on fire. I mean, I didn't light the thing on fire. I don't know. Well, no more shacks for you, just turkey legs.
I like turkey.
I give her some more finest cuts of meat.
She's probably already finished your plate.
Yeah, she probably has. She's been eating the whole time.
Yep. And what brings you here?
Well, you know, I don't know if you've noticed this, but I'm a very old lady. And,
I didn't notice at all.
oh, thank you. You're a very kind young man.
I just thought you were a very beautiful orc.
Oh, that's very nice of you. You're very sweet. I am a beautiful orc, but I am old.
You could be both.
I can be both, yes. I've done a lot in my 25 years on this planet, And, I've
25 whole years, eh?
I know it's hard to believe. I look like I'm 20, but I'm 25. I guarantee you. And sometimes, when you follow the path of the gods, they lead you in mysterious ways. I'm summoned here. I'm not quite sure why yet, but I'm sure I'll figure it out once they start talking to me again. It's been a while since they've talked to me, and that's concerning for me as a priest of an orc tribe.
So how long has it been since they talked to you?
Some years.
So you just set out wandering until the gods decide to talk to you?
Well, I was, but then that slaver thing kind of happened. It sort of ruined my whole everything. So, just kind of letting life take me where it goes, and hope that the gods will reach out to me yet again. And who knows? Maybe I'll see some of my family out here. I do miss my sons. I don't see them very often anymore. They've got their own lives. Where my sons live either. The one's nomadic, but the other one lives.
Don't worry.
Okay.
Well, it almost sounds like none of us have anything better to do than this.
Well, I mean, I am an old orc. My battle usefulness is slowly running out for my tribe. So. At least
Help us.
Has an orc ever died of old age?
Well, most orcs don't live past about 30, you see. We're very aggressive, and we're very, war-oriented is a very politically correct way to put that. So most of us die when we're younger. My husband died when he was about 14. My first one. So most of us don't live that long. I got lucky because I got the gods behind me. But, I'm getting up there. But it looks like you all need my help anyway, so.
Yes, don't we all?
Yes, we do. Thankfully, Luthic has blessed me with motherly tendencies, so I can help feed and look after these young people who need me. Your kid eats more meat. I'm just not used to one that cries so much. Our kids don't cry. Our kids don't cry.
No, I can't imagine that they do.
No. No, it's not a good look.
I'm sure if an orc child died, they'd probably get bullied a lot.
Yeah,
until they stopped crying.
We prefer not to refer to it as bullying. We prefer to refer to it more as,
educating.
Yeah.
Character building.
Character building. Fortifying your gusto, making sure that you're prepared for the harsh world out there. Which, sometimes results in very violent things, but what can you do? By the time you're 2 years old, you should be good to go to war anyway, so what can you do?
So the orcs grow up fast,
We gotta.
live fast, die fast.
We're here for a good time, not a long time.
Oh, I've never heard wiser words spoken.
I'm sure I read it in a religious psalms.
A song.
Yeah.
The barmaid's gonna come back around. Anything needs topping up?
Want more meat, kid? She's got the meat splits.
Oh, turkey coma.
Yep.
Oh no, the tryptophan. I'm good.
Well, I think I'm gonna turn in for the night.
Yeah, I should probably go check on Ilaria and make sure she's not crying in the corner. Actually, she doesn't have our room key, so I don't know where she is. So I should probably find out where she is.
All right, well, let us know if she gets lost and you need help finding her.
Oh, I will, trust me. The kid's a handful. She reminds me of me when I was younger, in a lot of respects, except the crying. I didn't do that, and also I didn't lie as much as she does. But I like her spunk. I like her attitude. I just need to get her to stop the crying.
Well, I think it's a entertaining part of her personality.
It may be, but she's got to toughen up, because the world is harsh, and you can't just cry all the time. Sometimes you gotta stand up and punch the world in the face. Or break its legs. But she'll learn, she's young.
Yeah, well, I'm sure she has a good teacher now.
Oh, I've broken many a leg.
So at this point, the barmaid's going to come around and say, all right, last call. It's getting pretty late.
Alright, I'm gonna go find Ilaria.
Okay.
We're heading to bed.
All right. So, you head to your room. No Ilaria.
I'm gonna see if I can ask Higgins if he's seen her.
All right, you go to the front desk, and there's a bell on the desk, and Higgins is nowhere to be found.
Ding, 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 ding.
It takes a few minutes, and then a very groggy halfling comes up the back, like rubbing his eyes, and it's like, oh, yes, how can I help you?
Have you seen a snake girl who's probably crying around here?
Yeah, she bought a room.
Alright. Thank you. Which room is it?
I'm afraid I can't give that information out. Privacy matters and whatnot.
Okay, privacy policy. As long as you know that she's in a room, I'll go to bed.
We're traveling companions.
She showed up with the Centauricorn,
Yes.
as it was.
Ah, your friend.
Yeah, we're also traveling companions with that one as well.
They showed up together. You guys showed up later. I apologize. You can sort it out in the morning. They both have a separate room.
Well, looks like I'm sleeping alone. Hopefully nothing happens.
All right,
I can
well,
assure you that this town is fairly safe. Most of the slaver activity has been taken care of.
Well, that's good to know.
Between Early Armin and the Red Wreath and the efforts of the tribunal, between all three of them, the slavery has all but been extinguished here.
That's good. Good job.
I mean, I didn't do anything, but I'll pass that along.
Alright, I'm going to sleep. I'm too old for this.
All right, well, scream really loud if something happens.
That's not going to happen. You're going to hear somebody else's screams before you hear mine.
I like your style.
Nah, see ya.
All right, you all find your way to your rooms.
No,
Dracus-
Ilaria means I can stretch out.
Dracus and Lone, you guys are sharing a room.
Yeah.
Okay. And that brings us to the last day of 10 Day. You awake to a rooster crow. It's still dark outside. The scent of fresh breakfast it enters your nostrils and slowly coaxes you to consciousness.
Oh, I want some bacon. I'm gonna get out of my room.
Head on downstairs, and there's the frozen flagon is all the lights are on and they're bright, and you can hear a little bit of chattering inside, and there's food being served and breakfast.
I am going to walk in there and take a look at who is up.
You see Ilaria, and you see Lair, and Norman is there.
I'm gonna go hang out with them.
Awesome. Assuming you guys wake up.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Dracus enters next, followed very shortly by Lone.
Galloping. Like the cat.
And then Norman's gonna... come on over. I bought you guys breakfast.
Norman, you're all right.
So, I see you found your way to the Frozen Flagon and the Slumber Trundle after all.
We did. This is very nice. Thank you for telling us about it.
Not a problem. Well, I can't really stick around too much, but I figured I'd come and say my thanks and do this for you as the least I could possibly do.
Well, thank you, Norman. It's very nice of you.
And remember, go to the fish markets tomorrow morning. Bet on some... they're going to auction off different fish. It's always a sight to see. You haven't lived until you fought a show for a trout.
Okay. Well, it sounds like quite a spectacle.
It's very interesting. I've never watched people fight over money over fish.
It's quite a sight to see. You'll never forget it.
That's good to know. Oh, we're gonna go see the Earl, but we hear he's a little particular.
Yes. Earl Oleg Yarman. If you have to choose, I would recommend talking with his wife.
That's always the way it goes.
Her name is Olivia. She's not really one for titles, but Countess, Duchess, whatever.
Good to Thank you, Norman.
Not a problem. I will say, however, that I found out yesterday that his daughter has fallen seriously ill.
Well, that's very convenient because I am a doctor.
And he's gonna, nod accordingly and very...
He's not convinced.
His movements are very, exaggerated. He's like, mm-hmm. Well then, I'm off to see if I can find a fishing vessel to go out and get back to making some money.
What's the daughter's name?
The daughter, her name is Cynthia.
Will you be auctioning off some fish tomorrow?
If I catch something today, maybe.
Best of luck
Yeah.
out at sea.
Well, thank you very much. And he's gonna stand up, push his chair in, and walk on over to the bar, put down some money, and leave.
That was very nice. And I eat some bacon.
All right.
Yep. Gonna eat breakfast. Drink some. Do they have any of that hot bean soup?
They do not.
That is unfortunate.
Do they
They
have,
have an assortment of teas.
I was going to say, do they have hot leaf juice?
They have an assortment of tea.
Not hot leaf juice tea.
Tea. Because it's not just leaves; it could also be roots.
Yeah. Okay.
Look at you go. I would like some hot leaf juice.
With possible roots.
Yes.
She's gonna bring you over a large carafe of hot water and tea bags. That was for the table, but okay, sure. And she's gonna come over, bring another one, and put it beside Dracus.
That one's just for him?
No, then she's gonna put out cups.
Oh. This is some good scalding hot leaf juice. If you leave it sit for too long, it gets too flavorful. You gotta drink it right away.
All right. So what's the plan for today?
Oh, I was thinking that we can head right over to see the Earl.
We can do that. What say you, small child?
Yeah, either that or do your red wreath thing.
Oh yeah. Oh, let's see the Earl first.
Maybe I can heal his daughter depending on what's wrong with her.
Yeah.
And have some pine cones.
Yeah.
Eat the pine cones!
You already did.
Trying to steal the burgers! Somebody stop him!
All right, so you're going to head over to the castle. You make your way from the slumber trundle, past the red wreaths, through the city center with the large fountain, across the bridge towards the very large staircase leading up to the castle. This area is heavily patrolled, and the castle doors are open. As you go inside, you are met by a steward. He's going to say, excuse me all, how might I help you?
We have business with the Earl.
Do you now? And he's going to pull out this piece of paper, and who might you be?
Dracus Cage.
Dracus Cage.
We're
I don't see your name on the list.
we have word from Magister Younger. No,
You're going to have to repeat yourself, son.
wait a second.
So you're looking over this man, and he's got slick back, grayed hair that's about shoulder length, and he's wearing really fine garments.
Eric Younger told us that Count Oleg needs our assistance.
Eric Younger.
The Magister of
Yes.
Heron's Landing.
The I know who Mr. Younger is. What exactly do we need your assistance with?
It was in regards to the blue herons.
They're a troublesome bunch,
Apparently.
but I will see if the Count can take you, and then he's gonna take off for a bit, walking very prim and proper, very straight back, and
May I take your head, sir?
about 15 minutes or so is gonna pass by, and he's gonna come back and yes, we can schedule you in for 8 days from now.
8 days. Well,
The Count is a very busy man, and he has been receiving delegations from a lot of different places in preparation for the Winter's Festival.
I kind of lean over to Dracus and I'm like, did we get a time limit? I don't think we did.
perhaps the Countess would speak to us.
I'm not sure that she would. She's been pretty. Her time is all being spent taking care of their daughter, who is very ill.
Oh, yes! The young girl who is ill. Have you figured out what she's ill with?
Whatever it is, dwarves in general have a very hardy constitution, and
That is true.
They do not fall ill under normal circumstances. We suspect foul play, or I suspect foul play.
Well, and I say in the most convincing, gruffly fashion, I happen to be a doctor.
Roll a persuasion, I guess.
Uh-oh. That's a 9.
You don't look like any kind of doctor I've ever seen.
Well, truth be told, my powers do come from the gods.
Oh, so you're a faith healer.
Well, more like
How much money is this going to take?
I wasn't going to charge you anything.
So you're not a faith healer.
Well, I mean, I heal using faith, but I'm not a chiller or shyster.
So this is unusual. I apologize. I pegged you for a charlatan.
No, honey, I'm too old for that. I can't keep track of all the wheelings and dealings that come with lying to everybody.
Well, I will take you to go see the lady of the house as well as the daughter.
Excellent.
Go ahead. Did you say something?
Oh, well, I was gonna ask if we're all invited.
It's up to you if you want to go.
Yes.
Okay. You guys are armed escorted through the castle, and in typical dwarf fashion, everything is like carved stone and really, really well done.
I like it.
The tapestries on the wall show different stories of dwarvish history, and all in all, it's a very, very nice keep. As you're led down different hallways, you come to a singular room with a large princess-style bed. The drapes are closed, and there's a dwarvish woman sitting in a chair beside the bed. Give me a second here.
Oh, so it's 10:09.
Yes, I'm aware.
Okay.
How might I introduce you?
My name is Umdu.
Well, Madam Yarman, there is a healer here who wishes to talk to you and see what is wrong with your daughter. And she's going to raise her hand and call you over. She's going to say, "Come, my name is Olivia," and you're going to see a white-haired lady dwarf with a soft complexion, with her hair up, with the exception of a thick braid starting behind the left ear, falls over her shoulder. She has 3 blue gems waved into her braid.
Hello, Your Majesty.
There's no need for formalities. You're a healer.
Yes, I am.
I've been poring over books for the past few days, and I've come up with very little. Please, by all means.
All right, I would like to inspect the girl to see if I can see what's
roll
up.
a medicine check.
13.
Doesn't seem like there's anything. With the 13, you can see that there's definitely something afflicting her. You just don't know what.
It's kind of wishing I hadn't picked all those aggressive spells. But she's conscious.
She's laying in bed. Olivia will tell you that she has not woken up in 5 days.
But she's not like I can't spare the dying her, and she's okay.
No, she's conscious.
She's technically conscious.
Yes.
Okay.
She's stabilized. We'll put it that way.
Okay. I mean, I guess I will try to cast Cure Wounds and see if that helps.
Okay.
I don't know if it will help,
Go for it.
but I will try. 10.
You cast Cure Wounds, and her eyes will open, and she'll very weakly just say, "Mother, I don't feel well." And she's like, "I know, dear. I know. We're trying to find something." And then, just as quickly, her eyes are going to close back down, and she's going to go back to sleep. And then you hear footsteps behind you, and an elf lady is going to come in, and she's going to say, "We've tried that. We've tried other healing spells. We don't know what it is that is afflicting her, but Normal magics are not doing anything.
Oh, magics, you say. When did she become like this?
It happened about 5-6 days ago.
Was there anything that happened before she was afflicted?
I could not tell you. None of us know. We were all eating dinner and she just complained of a stomachache. And then
Does nobody check the food here?
we all had the same food.
Off the same plate?
Yes, it's a buffet.
So you're saying there's not a chance she could have been poisoned?
Not at dinner.
Not at dinner, but...
If she took something and ate it, it was not something that the rest of us had, and it was not when she was around people.
Did you notice what she was eating?
I beg your pardon, who are you?
I am Uvdu Bonecracker, and I am here to help you heal this young child.
I doubt very much you will be able to help heal this child.
Well, you don't know me, and I'm gonna figure it out.
Right. By all means, go ahead, figure it out.
So,
While you're at it, try to find some blue lotus leaves.
why?
No reason. And then
Oh, just because you like giving
she's-
me stuff to do.
she's going to turn around and walk out.
Sure.
No, that's very apparent.
So what you're telling me is I'm gonna rule out poisoning. Was she eating anything different? Does she eat different than the rest of her family? Is she picky?
And at this point, the Countess is going to say, I thought you were the doctor. I thought you were here to heal her.
I tried that. Now I'm trying to figure out what else to do.
So perhaps if we were told that you suspect foul play,
And she is going to, I never said such a thing.
oh, well, somebody mentioned that there could have been foul play.
At this point, the steward is going to pipe up and say, ma'am, they would like to speak to you about the events in Heron's Landing.
Oh yeah, that too.
Yes, and we'll also help this situation as best we can.
Okay, well, I'm out with it. What happened at Heron's Landing?
Well, a few things happened at Heron's Landing, but the Magister Eric Younger wanted us to speak to Count Oleg about the folly of the Blue Herons being unable to deliver the guard's payroll.
And she's just going to roll her eyes and... Yes, we've been having some issue with them.
Is there something that you would like us to follow up with in that regard?
I don't have an answer for you on that one. That is more my husband's duty. They have been causing issue, failing to meet contracts, making demands, exorbitant demands for the jobs they take, and they're on the short list of being exiled from town.
Well, we came to Harlheim to look into this matter, as well as some matters for the Red Wreath. We uncovered some heavy slaver activity in Heron's Landing,
Yes.
and there could be some culprits in Harlheim as well.
I see. Our city guard and the Red Wreath have all but abolished the slave trade here. I've heard of no news of the slave trade resurfacing here. She's gonna look over at the steward and say, "Rhaenys, have you heard of anything happening?" And Rhaenys is going to say, "Actually, we have Your Highness. There's been an uptake in slaver activity, but it seems as though all this happening at the same time of your daughter getting sick, it's leading some people to question if it's related somehow.
So, if we're going to be effective in helping you with this, with the matter that the steward just mentioned, and dealing with the blue herons, I keep forgetting their names. Yes, blue herons.
Mm-hmm.
It would be prudent that we could speak to the Count immediately.
I'm not able to get you an audience any sooner, unless, of course, you're able to make it so that my daughter is no longer suffering. There was a druid I knew who lived south of here, near the Eldershire.
What's their name?
They are known as the Druid.
It's very specific. Here. Okay. The druid. What does this druid look like?
They are, from what I've been told, albino.
Well, that's going to be hard to find in the snow.
I have no doubt about that. They are said to be an exceptional healer, and if you were to travel to the Eldershire and find the druid and bring them back, then I could get you an audience with my husband.
That works for me. I know when my skills are beat.
So, have you met this druid before?
I have.
And
I'm from the Onyx Peaks myself, and it borders the edge of the Eldershire.
So if we mention your name, would that be enough for him to come here?
It has been a long time since anybody has spoken with this person. They tend to keep to themselves. I'm not sure how readily they will be to assist. All I can ask is that you try.
perhaps you can give us a seal or a signet ring or something.
And she's going to look at you and say, "This is the last one we have, as we've sent multiple search parties out for this creature." She's going to take the ring off of her finger, and you're the one who's closest to it, so she's going to hand it to you.
Got
It does not fit your finger.
I put it in my pocket.
All right.
Is there particular name that she knows that we can mention? We can mention your name?
You can try. I doubt they would remember me. I was just a child.
Is there a phrase that they'd use?
I have no clue.
Okay.
It's been roughly 50 years. All right.
Okay, well then we'll do our best to find this druid.
All right. That's what we're going to call it for the night.
Sounds good.
So, to anybody still watching, thank you very much. Hopefully you have a wonderful weekend. And we will we'll see you guys next Friday. This will be up on YouTube on Tuesday. Stay warm.